Hey there again, TikTakers! Today, we've put on our scientist coats to debunk some of the myths that many people still believe about menstruation. Yup, you heard us right. We think it's important to talk about this topic because 1 of every 4 women in the world menstruate between 2 and 7 days of the month. Millions of women are affected by this, and it would imply that they have their periods for almost 7 years of their lives. And despite that, menstruation is still kind of a taboo topic. Many people don't want to talk about it, and some women even hide the fact that they are menstruating or even stop doing certain things while on their period out of shame. And we don't think that's fair, TikTakers, since menstruation is something natural. It is the expulsion of blood which takes place as part of a woman's menstrual cycle during her fertile years. It isn't something bad which should be hidden, and in fact, the more we understand about this natural body cycle, the better. In the entire world, many myths about menstruation are still popular, and we'll be debunking 5 of them today. Are you ready? In some places in the country of Malawi, it is believed that walking behind a woman in her period can cause your teeth to break, which is obviously false, TikTakers. That is basically one of the shaming tactics that many backwards-thinking people use on women and girls when they menstruate. And in other places in the world, it's even worse, since women on their period are locked at home against their will and are forbidden from making contact with anybody while they menstruate. This is absolutely absurd, of course. A woman who's menstruating can lead a perfectly normal life, and she isn't negatively interfering in anybody's life just for being on her period. And part of that normal life of a woman on her period can be practicing a sport. Some people believe women should never exercise while menstruating, but that is not true. If the woman is in the mood and has the energy to play a sport while on her period, she should do so. There is no danger there. The only thing to look for is that the loss of blood can result in quicker fatigue, especially if the flow is abundant, but that's about it. Also, taking a bath while menstruating does not result in infertility. Maybe you've heard that when a woman is on her period, she should not get in the water, but that is completely false, TikTakers. Bathing while menstruating has no ill consequences. If anything, the menstrual cycle might be reduced thanks to the change of body temperature bathing provides. Others also say that women on their period should not bathe in the sea because they might attract sharks, but that rumor is false as well. There is also the belief that if you spend a lot of time with your female friends, the group's menstrual cycle will synchronize and you will all have your periods at the same time. And although some research in the past indicated that this was true, nowadays there are no conclusive studies about this. Since the menstrual cycles in women change, what actually happens is that we tend to notice when our period matches with the periods of our female friends, but we do not remember when they don't match. In regards to food and menstruation, it caught our attention that in many places in the world, people think that a woman can eat all the chocolate she wants during her period because so long as she's menstruating, she won't get fat. This is also completely false, TikTakers. As false as when some others say that if you touch a cucumber when on your period, it will rot much quicker. These are just a few of the nonsensical things you might hear here and there about menstruation, TikTakers. It is clear that every woman is her own world, and each one will experience different symptoms and circumstances. There are diseases such as endometriosis that do result in limitations in the normal life of a woman in her period. However, in cases like that, the best course of action is to go to the doctor, and he or she will tell you which symptoms are normal and which ones are not. And whatever might be the case, we should all be able to discuss menstruation without reservations or shame. This is a normal and healthy process after all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!